Hello Internet, today we are going to open up Pandora's box with the head of software engineering, Phil Joy. Think of all the questions you're going to ask him, all right? Let's go. And welcome back to Inside the Laser Lab. We are talking with the head of software engineering, Phil. We're going to go over designing in RE3. We are also going to do a mini make by Tim himself. And for all the newbies out there, how to connect to the software. So since Phil's here, and he just showed up a bit early, we're going to jump into Meet the Team. Yeah. We're back. So if you've never watched Meet the Team segment, it's where you get to meet somebody from our team that's not typically in front of the cameras. So again, this is Phil, and he is my favorite person in this room. Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Shots fired. No, but we are going to ask you questions, and hopefully these guys are as well. So if they have any questions about software, this is the dude to ask. And I'm just going to ask my questions first that are very important. So,
Meet the Team.
How long have you worked at FSL?
About 10 years. Yeah, 10 years and about 3 months now.
Over a decade?
Yeah, officially over a decade.
Goodness gracious. Now, you were employee number?
I was tied for number 1, but technically employee number 2. Yeah.
All right. Always employee number 2. So, you are the head of software engineering, like I said a million times so far. What is something you look forward to with the software that you've been doing?
I thought you were going to ask me a different question. You're putting me on the spot.
So like new features that are happening, like that you're excited for.
Really, we've switched gears into optimization of the software. So making jobs start faster and reordering the objects in a job so that we are making better use of time. And that's kind of what we're excited about. I'm working on some algorithms that are hopefully going to sort out vector sorting.
Like infill?
Infill could be part of that, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Ooh,
Algorithms, yeah, I think you just went over our heads, guy.
It's just a word.
Okay. Aren't they all just words? So I will ask you, if you had one laser, what would it be? Which one?
The Titan, of course.
The Titan. Everybody's saying that, but you legit want the Titan.
A lot of people have put their heart and soul into that thing, and that's an impressive machine. It's the first FSL machine I would buy with my own money.
With like 100% no discount.
100% no discount.
Yeah.
That is worth every penny.
Yeah, I love that machine. It's it is pretty cool, and it will be shipping within I want to say
like any hour now.
Any hour?
Yeah.
Any hour. All right, from the guy himself. So, what is the most useless thing you know how to do besides software engineering?
Well, I was going to say besides segments like this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hanging out with me. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
There are worse things. I mean, I can do things like this with my thumb.
What's that? You got very...
Can you guys do this? I don't
very
think so.
bendy thumbs. No, not really.
That
Like
is
a
pretty
little
useless because I feel like it's not different at all.
Useless answers for
Yeah.
useless questions.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do this instead.
Yeah. Favorite laser material to work with?
Probably just Baltic birch, just because it's so ubiquitous and easy to work with.
Ooh, ubiquitous.
Ooh, with these software engineers.
Ubiquitous.
All right. Now, is there a project that you're working on outside, like, let's say it could be a laser cut project, it could be something else that you're working on that you're excited about?
I'm slowly building a CNC in my garage.
Yeah.
That's just like a DIY project with steel tubes. Nothing to do with FSL, but happy to do it. Excited about that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. 10 years in the making, that one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. If you had a superpower besides awesome thumb abilities, what would it be?
I don't know. Those are pretty awesome. Probably like power of persuasion. So the
Really?
ability to stand in front of anyone
Yeah.
and express an idea and have them say, that is the best thing I've ever heard. Let's do that right now. That would make my job a lot easier.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great superpower.
It's better than
Just keep
flying.
using words like algorithm.
Yeah. People will just agree with you.
Yeah,
They'll be like, yeah,
They just like nod, yeah.
that is a superpower. Vocabulary? That's a good one. Let's see. Any other hobbies?
I like to run 5Ks, although I haven't been doing that recently.
Goodness, overachiever over here.
We have a great question in the comments from
Oh, great.
Louise.
Oh.
Have you ever driven Walker's slingshot?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Next question.
What's that? Oh, shoot, where did the other question
I
go?
have a question from Instagram.
Ooh.
What's that?
Our friends Laser Raven Design said they noticed the monogram function isn't on RE3 anymore. Back?
What? No, that should be on RE3.
Mm.
As of container 1743, which is released.
All right.
So if
Laser
they want to
Raven.
contact support, we can definitely follow up, but it should be in the software.
Possible their software isn't updated?
That's what I'm thinking.
Possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they saw it, did they have it previously and then,
Oh, weird.
Yeah. No, monogram features is something we just recently put in that we're really excited about. And,
Mhm.
I know
Reaction
it's
has
on
been
I know
positive.
it's on the demo build. currently.
Yeah. and it should be on the online version, which is
It
re3.fslaser.com.
That's the
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
one.
It
on
is,
the
yeah.
website.
Oh, the
Um,
demo version, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, very important question. If you could be an animal, which one would it be?
Meerkat.
Meerkat?
Yeah.
Why is that?
So they live in small societies and have a hierarchy and look out for each other and make underground tunnel systems, and then they go like this.
All right.
Like
Okay.
hang out with warthogs and lions.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're just super cool and intelligent little things.
So I think, do we have any questions online? I know it's like lagged a bit every time we go live, so maybe we just sit here for 10 minutes waiting for questions to come in, yeah?
We can do it.
No? Yeah? No?
We have a couple people who have this same monogram issue, so I'm just letting them know to slide in our DMs and we'll see if we can help them
Yep.
figure out what's going on.
Cool. For people who don't know, Shelby and Ryan are helping us out. If you want to pan that over and say hi, guys. It's panning. It's panning. Say hi.
Moving
Oh,
surely.
Painful pain.
Nope, and they're moving out of the way. I can see it. Whoop.
Awesome.
I have
Why are you guys
power.
hiding? Something here about ostriches for Phil.
Ostriches?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phil, have you ever spent any time up close with an ostrich?
Not allegedly.
Not allegedly. Okay.
All right.
All right.
That was my question.
All right. Interesting. Anthony Mansour, does Walker make fun of Phil's hair? Yes, I do, Anthony.
He does now.
Anthony has the same haircut as you.
Oh, yeah?
It came out of nowhere. I don't know. It's just like out of, like, he just woke up, it was there. Must be a thing.
Yeah, he started growing it 2 years ago, and then all of a sudden, 2 years later,
Yeah.
it's just there. Yeah.
Well, he took off his hat, and I was like, oh, well, no. Oh, no. So-
Mike Steppen wants to know what the next feature that we're adding to RE3 might be.
Like a cool feature.
Well, it depends what your definition of cool is. This isn't approved yet, but I am excited about live power, speed, current job parameter changes. So you don't have to stop your job and change your parameters and then start again. You can make changes in real time.
So, it's not official,
No,
but you're thinking about it.
but if everyone hearing this likes this and responds online, it could be official very quickly.
Yeah,
Depends on
so-
how many people want this.
So changing power on the fly. So yeah, you run a job, it's not cutting through all the way, or the engraving's light. You just adjust it as, you know, live.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If you have a half-hour job and you're okay with the first 30 seconds being suboptimal, as long as the rest of it's perfect, just continue on. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times when I engrave, I see the first couple of lines sort of determine if I like that power setting, and then either keep going or stop it. And then if you redo the 2 lines, the 2 top lines, I don't think it's noticeable.
I do have a question from YouTube from Kurt Deemer. He's asking, what seems to be the software issue where people are having so many problems keeping connected to the software?
So it's an area of ongoing research. It's a lot of it is attributed to poor Wi-Fi, although I know that there are scenarios where customers are hardwired. They're not on Wi-Fi and they're still seeing this. So we are actively looking into this. It's one of the top issues that is not fully resolved that we'd like to resolve.
Yeah, I find it interesting if they're hard connected, because every time I hard connect, I have no issues.
Right.
So what is the variable there?
I think that in the vast majority of cases, connecting over a hard line, an Ethernet, instead of Wi-Fi will get most of the people to where they need to be. Like I said, though, there are a few exceptions to that we're still looking into.
Let's see. What was I going to ask about that? So I forget.
I was just going to let anyone watching on YouTube know I try to keep everything up at the same time, but sometimes your comments come in a bit late, so I will try and get to them as quickly as possible.
Yes, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram all at once, so it's like multiple platforms.
The chat that you're seeing on the screen is the Facebook chat. So.
This one.
Phil, offhand, do you know, S. Wellington wants to know what the latest update number for RE3 is?
1743 is, which is 4.4.0. It's either 4.3.0 or 4.4. But on the upper right hand corner of the LCD, it'll say 1743. It's the container.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, Wendy Williams says turning down vector cuts on wood would be great on the fly.
Yep.
Very true. Wendy Williams Watts. Williamson Watts. I'm sorry, Wendy.
Triple W.
Yeah. Like the W names, they're good. They are good. Well, speaking of connections, we have a video about connections that we should just go to right now and wait for questions to come in, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's check it out, Phil.
Let's check it out.
Hey everybody, it's Walker at Full Spectrum Laser, and today I'm going to show you how to connect to the software on your laser. First, you'll want to power your machine on. Once it homes, we'll hit agree. One way to connect is wirelessly. We're going to go to our network tab and select our wireless network. Now we're going to punch in the password, our secret passcode. And we're going to hit confirm and go home. You'll see the wireless IP address up at the top of the screen. And we're just going to open up a browser and punch that same number inside of the browser. Keep in mind that it does not need to be online, it just needs to use a browser. And now we're connected. If you find that wireless connection is not for you, you can connect via an Ethernet cord or hard connection. Simply plug it into your computer and plug the other end into your laser. It's important to note that if you don't have an Ethernet port on your computer, you can purchase a USB to Ethernet adapter to work with any computer. Once connected, we're going to grab our wired connection and punch it into the browser. and that is how you connect a hard connection on your laser to the software. And now you're ready to go. And there you have it. It's really that simple, guys. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments section or contact support@fslaser.com. Until next time, keep making. And we're back. For all the newbies, I hope you know how to connect to your software now. It's very simple, and that is the same across all platforms now, right? It's Pros, Titan, Pandora, everything. Awesome. Thanks for clarifying that.
You're welcome.
Now, we did get a couple of questions on Facebook. One from Ashley. Is there a way to continue a job that was e-stopped by accident?
Unfortunately, no. E-stop is what you're supposed to press when things are on fire, you panic, things need to stop immediately. So we don't have any way of recovering from that.
Typically, when the job's going, I stay away from that section.
Yeah,
I
you
know
don't want to put your elbow on it.
Yeah, just, or on the screen,
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
What's cracking?
Your screen.
Tyler asks, what is the purpose of the female USB port on the side of the Muse? That's a great question, Tyler.
It's redundant. We use it during manufacturing to plug in provision USB drives. It's basically involved in the production of the machine, but we don't have any way for a customer to utilize that after it's
So
shipped.
it's not useful for a customer at all?
Not currently. It's available for us to develop on in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's, okay.
Good
all right.
question.
Yeah.
Poor answer. Sorry. but
No,
yeah,
no,
we
it was good.
we could possibly put in functionality for transferring RE3 files or job files onto a flash drive and then inserting that and having it show up in the job list. I think that's been disabled for a while. I know that the original 5S we did that on.
5S.
Yeah, long time. OG.
What is the 5S actually called? What is it? The
Gen 5S.
Gen 5S?
Yeah, Hobby.
Oh, the Hobby.
Yeah,
The Hobby.
The original
Yeah.
white and blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Dezel has a great solution to the e-stop problem.
Ooh.
So long as it is an engraving that you got stopped halfway through, you just do a bottom-up engraving.
That is a solution.
That is. And you just need to time it right so it stops at least close to the center, right?
If you can line that up to where it's overlaid on top of the original, that would work perfectly. But that may be a challenge to line it up from the bottom.
Well, if it's in relative mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess if it homes, then you're sort of,
Worth a try, though.
Yeah.
Just a few steps backwards to connecting.
Mhm.
With our little video where we had the Ethernet port, our friends from Bold Design 01 just wanted to let everybody know that they can use an Ethernet port USB adapter for newer laptops that don't have that Ethernet port, and it works just as well.
We
Absolutely.
mentioned that in
You
the
did?
video.
Perfect, thanks. Instagram can't hear the audio on the video, unfortunately,
Ah,
but
gotcha. Yeah,
wanted to make
the-
sure they caught that.
The video actually showed an Amazon page where you
Nice.
can buy a
Yeah.
USB to Ethernet.
I mean, that's
adapter.
where you're going to buy it.
Awesome.
Everybody's, if you have connection issues and you want to get connected instantly and not leave your house, Amazon.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
That's just life.
You can well, I'm sure I didn't see the segment, but you can connect your computer directly to the laser, or preferably you connect the laser to your home network so that the laser can get updates, which is a problem a lot of the times. People are direct connecting and wondering why their software is not being updated. To do that, you have to connect it to the internet, which is through your network. Yeah,
So directly to a router?
directly to a router.
Router or
Yeah.
modem.
Yep.
Okay. That's the best bet. What else? I think we're good here, yeah?
I have one more from Ashley Torres.
Okay.
I use Illustrator as my design software. When I create a dashed vector line, it transfers to RE3 as a straight line. Do you know why? It only shows up dashed if I choose raster.
So that is how the vector's generated, right?
Right. So we're using a backend service to convert Illustrator files to a format that RE3 understands, and it's an imperfect process as much as we'd love it to be perfect. That software component is called Inkscape. So if this person wants to forward the file, if Ashley wants to forward it, we can take a look and see if there's any.
A vector line, but it will make those tiny little holes for serrations, if that's what you need.
Wow, say that again 5 times.
Serrations, no.
No, all those.
No, I know.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah, ubiquitous. It's a good word, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Words are
your.
cool.
I appreciate your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what you appreciate about him?
yes.
Our audience is like, what are they talking about? Are they talking their own language?
No, there's a
Algorithms.
couple that are like,
Yeah. Anything on Instagram? YouTube?
Let me check YouTube. Oh, we got some.
Oh, we're gone.
Let's see here. What?
We're visually gone.
Oh, it's just because I'm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
We don't get to see ourselves.
Can
I
you give
know.
any advice in aligning the mirrors after a laser tube change? That's from Patrick White on YouTube.
After a laser tube change and aligning the mirrors, technically you shouldn't. If you are already in alignment, you should not have to realign the mirrors. If the tube's hitting mirror 1 differently than previously, then I would look into why, most likely. Because a tube swap should be straightforward, no issues. Would you agree?
I'd agree.
All right.
Here's a good question from S. Wellington once again. The power button on top of the Muse doesn't work. Is that by design or should it be working?
It's by design. That was a feature put in with the thought of using it to start a job physically. So in other words, double tap your button to start the job. And we may put that in the future, but right now it's not used for anything. Although if you do hold it down, it will test fire.
Does it not pause anymore? I thought if you press it once, it pauses. If you press and hold, it stops.
I think for the original Muse, it did that behavior, but I don't think that's the case for
Anymore?
Core and for 3D.
Okay.
So short answer, that is actually not a power button.
Yeah.
No.
Although it resembles one.
It does resemble one.
To be fair.
To be fair.
But yeah, it is not a power button. It was just initially supposed to be just like a job button, correct? Similar to one of our competitors. But
I think so.
I don't think
Yeah.
a lot of people will use it all that much anyway.
No.
So there's a laser from a company you may have heard of called Dremel, and
yeah.
they have a button in the same location, and they do use it as a physical confirmation of job start, as a security feature.
Yeah, it's like a safety, so you have to be
You
by the
have to be
laser
by
to
machine.
start the
You can't
job.
start the job remotely, and I agree with that approach, but that's not the one that we took.
Yeah, I think it's good, nice, solid, safe. But I like that you can run the job from like super far away.
Do you?
I do. I like
Yeah.
sitting in my office, super lazy, and then starting a job, knowing I already set it up, and then the camera feature now captures what's going on. So I'm kind of babysitting from super far away.
Yeah, especially if you expand that video view and have a full screen
Yeah,
video output of what's going on.
yeah, on your Muse Titan.
Very cool.
I've got 2 more questions on YouTube. Stephen Romansky asks, in RE3, is it possible to start from the center of a piece for engraving? I can actually answer that absolutely. We actually have a video in our RE3 tutorials playlist all about center out engraving. You just go into your settings and go to your device tab, and it's
A selection.
you can start from center, top left, top right, bottom left, wherever you like. And then Crazy T-Max Man asks,
All right, normal
can
name.
you use your phone as a hotspot to update the FW?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just
And
need
in
internet,
fact, we've
huh?
done that when we've gone to trade shows and we don't have any network connectivity. Just put your phone in hotspot mode, connect to it from Wi-Fi on the machine, and you're good to go.
Yeah, we used to do that at Maker Faire all the time.
Yeah.
We actually did that yesterday when we were making that video.
Oh yeah, that is true. The Wi-Fi was super bad, and
Yeah, in the lobby, it's really weak.
yeah,
Which lobby? The one in there? Or the
lobby one.
We'll put another access point in there.
Yeah, it was pretty weak, so we just hotspotted and we were good to go. Hotspot.
Hot spotted it.
Hotspotted. So yeah, I think we're good now. Yeah. One more.
We got one, last one.
One last one.
This
Last
is
one.
from AM Kingsley 47. She says, I have a 2015 Pro Series 3648. Can it still get software updates by direct connecting to the router like you mentioned earlier?
If it is a PIPO-based machine, meaning it has a Windows-based computer in it, and around 2015, I think was when we were switching over to running Windows-based machines for the Pro. It certainly can. It doesn't matter how old the machine is. If it's the older Stellaris-based one, then we don't have any remote update functionality available for that.
They have to just do it.
Yes, we have to do it locally.
Awesome, man. Well, we're gonna use the Pandora, yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thanks for being on here, guy.
you're welcome. Thank you
I
for having
appreciate
me.
you.
Anytime.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Phil. Bye, Phil.
Bye.
Oh man, I should have followed him out.
Yeah.
Bye, Phil.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I was gonna bump him, and then as soon as he went to bump it, just opened my hand and just like, oh no, the cringe.
Just on a separate note, our friend Two Past DC is also a Letterkenny fan.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
So we got like 4 in the building.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool. So I wanted to sort of show off the Pandora, just something real quick, live, very easy. We're just going to engrave something on the this pen here.
Where is the Pandora?
Right. Right there. Whoa! It lives on this table, and the table is essentially a redundant Z, which is super cool. You can put that up and down and sort of just dial in your project. And that's what's cool about the Pandora is it's an open system as well as an enclosed system. So you've got a lot of safety features and options when it comes to the materials you get to engrave.
Very cool.
So I think what we're going to do is jump into our new segment, Design Time. I'm going to design something, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll go
We're
to,
gonna engrave it.
yeah.
So here we go, into design time. All right.
So we are just going to do simple text. I know a lot of newbies have joined us, getting machines and stuff. RE3 is across the platforms all the same. So if you have a CO2 laser, a Muse, a Pandora's the exact same software. So no learning curve, nothing like that. We're just going to do simple text. Yeah, sound good? We're going to do a beautiful name. We're just going to type in what's going on. I want to put my name on the pen. And in this situation, I want to show off how fast the Pandora is. It's unreal fast. We like to say, if you must blink, do it now, because it's that fast. And now I'm just going to boot it up. I forgot to boot it up earlier.
It's kind of loud. I was going to suggest it, but I didn't want it to.
I mean, it's the fans keeping everything cool. And
Well, it's like right next to all the microphones, so I figured it would be kind of loud.
oh, I was so confused by the comments.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what?
That's not agree. If that gets in the way, I can move them or turn them off temporarily, but I think we're fine with that.
Oh. But I said, while this is updating, booting, if we wanted to give this a fill, we could just right-click rasterize and then turn it into an actual engraving.
We already had it for earlier. We just left.
Oh, he loves that one. Ta-da-da. Da-da-da.
Don't take my word for it.
So we'll retype that in. And are we on the agree stage yet?
Yes.
Ooh. So we will.
So up here, I'm going to come back to main cam.
All right.
And down a little bit.
I'm gonna get going. Oh, on the camera?
Yeah. It's freaking out right now. I don't know why.
What is the IP address? I'm just gonna grab the IP address from here. No hand cam?
Oh.
Boom. So as you can see, the floor is off, and the essentially it's an open system inside the enclosed case, and that's just to keep everything safe. And then, just like everything else, we're going to go to the Ethernet. The IP address, and we're going to punch that into the software. So most of the time, it's the same 192.168. And then the last two change. So we got a .6.90. Let's hope this guy can stay here. Is that good?
Not bad. Here, actually, okay. 6.90, right?
6.90.
Walker, what type of surface are you using right now for the Pandora, but what type of surface do you usually use for the bed for the Pandora?
So it's really up to the user, because that open system's for any sort of thing. You can put a whole car bumper under there and make it work. So it really depends.
So with it being open like that, basically, you can be lasering straight onto the surface of whatever it is you're trying to do. So your surface, or your bed rather, could just be whatever it is you're exactly lasering on.
We're just going to capture the workspace. Just make sure we throw our pen under there. Recapture. Nope. Need to come towards here.
Oh, I see. Looks like it's getting blown out a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's all the lights in here, but we'll just run
Let me see if
let me move this guy up.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah?
Yeah, so the pen just needs to come down a little bit for your design.
Material's too close. Oh. Let me do this. Are you zoomed in on that?
I'm not zoomed in, but you can see I can see the
All right.
I can't see it on when it's on the pen.
Oh. All right, let's hit play.
And the door will close.
Oops. I'm moving it. Oh. This is what happens when everything's live. I forget things. The focus. There we go. All right. I'm going to stop that. Rerun the perimeter. And I'm going to run one pass, so it's going to be super fast. And Tim, throw on your goggles. Alrighty, you want to grab the hand cam, Shelby?
Where do you want it?
Just as close as you can. There you go.
Yep, that's good. Over steady.
All right. Now look away, Shelby. And we are gonna watch it do its thing. Done. Oi. Boom.
Whoa. Super cool. Super clean, super detailed.
Super fast.
We'll show our friends on Instagram.
Oh yeah? You want to run it again?
Now.
We'll just run it again for Instagram, yeah? We'll turn that camera off. All right, we ready on Instagram? You let me know when.
All right, Instagram. Oh, they're very zoomed
Here,
in
show me.
advance. Yes, sir.
Here.
Oh, thanks.
Put your goggles on.
Yeah, you're way closer to it than I am.
All right, let me know when you're ready,
We're
Shelby.
ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Look, doors closing. Done.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like that.
That's so cool. Should bring that up to the main camera.
Oh, the finished pen?
Yeah.
Just gonna freeze here. Get out of the way for a second.
All right.
Should autofocus? No, it's like, look at this. There we go. Yeah.
Give me influence.
The infamous.
That's pretty good.
Clean?
Yep.
Super fast. Under a second. Billy Mays here with the Muse Pandora. So yeah, we just want to do something simple to introduce the idea to everybody. What the Pandora is, what can it do? Remember, it's mostly metal, does some polymers, it does have idiosyncrasies when it comes to its output, but if you have the right job for it, it is the beast to get. So, if you have questions for next time, if you guys want to see us do a bigger project, more elaborate, see how fast it could do your engraving, let us know and we will do it live. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Sound good? I think before we go, we will talk about the spring stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's bounce over into that.
Bring up that graphic really quick. So we are going to have a spring sale coming up. Shelby, we don't have a date on that yet, do we? Specifically?
We do actually. The sale will be going live the 15th.
The 15th.
Yes.
15 of this month.
This month, March 15th, we will be doing spring savings.
Now,
All
do
those
we
cool guys right there.
do we have numbers on that? No. They're waiting till the 15th.
We'll probably share those numbers on the 12th. So you have the whole weekend to think about how many machines you want to pick up. And then come Monday the 15th, we've got those deals for you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So look out for those discounted prices on the 12th, and then those sales will be going live on the 15th.
Yeah, boy.
So I did a weekend build.
Oh, you did?
Well, it was my little mini make.
Oh, I totally blew by that, man.
No, that's all right.
I'm so sorry.
Turn the machine on.
Yeah, we'll turn the machine off. My goodness, I apologize, Tim.
No, that's all right. So
I feel like there's a lot going on today. We had Phil
that's what I was
on.
saying. We had a lot for the show. It was a jam-packed show. So
Doozy.
we got some weekend makers. All right, so I had this little pouch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little leather pouch that I wanted to engrave something on, and so it's just super simple little.
You get it at a Ren Fair or something?
It's fine. Let's just watch it.
You bought it from a Hobbit. Man, if I had that many keys, I'd have a key bag too.
Well, so be careful lasering runes onto bags, because those keys weren't in there until afterwards.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
You're the key king, bro.
Yep.
Key king, do you love me? No? Alright. So, no. No, that project was great because you showed leather. You showed that it didn't need to be really flat.
Yeah.
You just kind of threw it in there.
Yeah. Well, leather's a pretty forgiving medium, typically.
Yeah.
I also wanted to throw in the design process.
Yeah, it was very simple. I like it. It was essentially just little lines.
Yeah.
It worked. It worked. Add that little touch on there so you can be the key king, you know? So if you guys like this one, please give it a smash on the like button. Please subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. If you have any sort of ideas for us to do, you want to see us build something, you want to see, you know, as long as it's not something super like specific to you and that you want to sell it and just have us design it for you. But if it's something fun, you want to see something done, you have specific materials, if you want to watch us engrave rocks, whatever it may be, Tim's going to do it for you.
Yeah, we'll do it.
He's the guy.
I'll go outside and just get some rocks from the parking lot and
Yeah.
we'll engrave them.
So whatever you guys think, just put it down in the comments section. Any questions about lasers, prices of lasers, you can call support or sales anytime at sales@fslaser.com or support@fslaser.com. And I think until next time.
Keep making.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If I can roll a nat 20, you all have to like and subscribe. Well, you should like and subscribe anyway.